So what's school like for you now? I mean, do you have a tutor that goes on the road with you? Or obviously it's the summer right now, so you're on vacation, but...
Well, I do online school, actually. And when I'm on the road during school, I have a tutor that comes with me, and she's the best. I I love her so much. She's one of my favorites. And so we have, I do school about for 3 or 4 hours a day, and including weekends as well.
What's your favorite subject?
Well, it's called stage time. It's after school, and I go on stage and perform.
Right.
That's a fun one.
Good answer, Greyson. Good answer. Here is one from XO Cody Greyson XO. Obviously someone who went to your recent tour with Cody Simpson. Do you want to learn another instrument besides piano?
You know, I'm actually, I really like Prince a lot. And I was always fascinated, especially when I saw Purple Rain. I was like, he plays the guitar, the piano, the drums, and probably the bass.
Probably so.
I was like, let's go. That's what I want to do. So I hope I'm trying. I'm on the drums right now. I have my drummer. My production manager gets so mad at me. He's like, we need a sound check. You've been playing the drums for 10 minutes. We need a sound check. And I'm like, nah, it's cool. It's cool. Don't worry. So I'm learning to play the drums now. I don't know how I'm going to do the guitar because I'm worried about my fingers. I don't want to hurt my fingers. Too delicate. So we'll have to see.
So right now we'll keep it to piano and drums and
exactly.
see where we go from there. Let's see. Cute Cody Simpson. Cody's getting a lot of love today. Okay. Think fast. You only have a minute to grab 3 items before your house burns down. What do you take?
iPod, my Harry Potter collection. Can't leave without it.
Very important.
And oh wow, and oh man,
It's burning, Greyson.
a computer.
Computer.
I need a computer.
Awesome.
I'm such a technology nerd. It's sad.
Forever Courtney wants to know, what do you want for your birthday? Now, when is your birthday?
Well, it's August 16th. So figuring that I have no clue what day it is because I'm on tour, I think it's not even going.
Okay.
It's bad. Time clocks. It's like it's a Wednesday, right?
I think it's a Wednesday.
Okay,
Let's say it's a Wednesday.
Say it's a Wednesday. And so it's in August 16th. And, you know, I don't really know what I want for my birthday. What I really want is a electronic reader. Because I read so many books and I spend so much money at Barnes & Noble. I go in and out. I could spend $100,000 on Barnes & Noble. So I get so many books and I'm like, I need a just electronic reader because my suitcase is just piled with books now.
Right. You realize that you're going to get like 100 of those now that you've said it online.
Let's do it.
So,
Nooks, Barnes & Noble.
Readers from everyone. I think that August 16th is also Madonna's birthday. Did you know that?
I did not know that, but I know Elvis died on August 16th.
Yeah.
Which
So it's an important day all around. Here is a question from Ray Putri, who wants to know, what's your favorite part about making a record?
I like, there's a certain vibe when you're in the studio, and it's different for every studio, and it's different for every time of day you're in. If you're in the studio at the daytime, or if you're in nighttime, it's a different vibe. And I like creatively being able to step in different environments, and just being able to bounce off people's ideas, and just really kind of put all your ideas in this huge pile, and then just pick out the ones that sound good on the record. And it's so much fun, really. You know, we have a blast doing it. We'll take breaks and we'll play pool, and you know, we have so much fun doing it. And it's really great seeing how much progress you gain on the record from the first song to the last song. It's very fun. And then after you make the record, it's hard because when you have to pick the songs, it's like cutting off an arm and limb. It's like, oh no, I have to cut that record. There goes my arm.
Do you remember the first time that you heard one of your songs on the radio or like saw the video?
I do remember it. I heard it, actually. I heard Waiting Outside the Lines. Ryan Seacrest premiered the song, and I was in the car, and I was like, okay, Ryan Seacrest just premiered it. All is good. I'm going to have a good day today. It was a very calm and peaceful type of vibe.
Awesome. Here is one from the real Nadine M, as compared to the fake Nadine M. What do you miss most about not being famous?
What do I miss most about not being famous? I don't consider myself famous. I consider myself a new artist.
Okay.
Trying to get famous. But what do I miss? You know, I try not to focus on things like that. You know, I feel like I've gone into a new lifestyle, and you know, I focus on that. But you know, some of the things I miss, I miss sometimes just being able to go to the movies or being able to chill with my friends. It's sometimes hard, and it gets very lonely on tour too, because I'm always surrounded by adults. But I just miss some simple things like that, but I don't like to focus on that because I feel like it'll take away from the amazing platform I have, and
Right.
I don't want that.
Awesome. Now, what was it like being on tour with Cody? I think that you guys obviously had a great time while you were out on the road together.
Well, we had an awful time. No, I'm just kidding. Cody,
I hate that guy.
Cody is he's an amazing guy, and we had so much fun on tour. The Waiting for You tour, such a successful tour, and it was my first headline, and it was Cody's first headline too. So I think we both went in not expecting what was going to happen, but I can't even tell you, our front of house guy who did all our mixes for the crowd, he's like, I can't do it. He was like, there are so many screaming girls. It's just like your mics are just, ah! And so it was just such a fun tour, and we got to share a bus too, which was lots of fun. His family came on tour, and we just had a blast. It was all around an amazing tour.
Cool. Speaking of screaming girls, we have a question here from Val B, who wants to know, what's it like being adored by so many beautiful girls? How's that working out for you?
What's it like being adored? Well, it's not bad at all. Definitely not bad at all.
I can't imagine it is.
It's not. Ty, you should really get in the music industry. And
right after we're done with this, let's see what I can do.
And it's really a lot of fun. What I love about the show is it's a lot of kids having a lot of fun. And I really love my fans. They're so inspiring to me. And just to know that when a girl listens to one of my songs, she feels better about herself. That just means the world to me. Mm-hmm. Like, just hearing stuff like that, that's what it's all about for me.
Cool. Okay, I'm not going to put you on the spot. We have a question here from Jasmine Chance.
Oh, no.
She is one of many who wants to know if you've had your first kiss. We don't need details. You can just do a simple yes or no, or choose not to answer. It's up to you.
I love we don't need details.
Questions on the table. Have you had your first kiss?
I have had my first kiss. Yes, I have.
There you have it.
Oh, no.
Please stop asking.
Everybody in the background's going, oh, my God, why did he just say that? Oh, my God.
No, it wasn't me.
I have had my first kiss.
So it has been a little romance in your life. Good to know.
There's been a good amount of romance.
A good amount of romance.
All right, now we're getting into details. Next question.
Go,
Ty, go.
Okay, we'll throw you a softball question. Haley4414 wants to know, which Harry Potter movie was your favorite?
Whew. This is hard. Well, I'm rereading the books because I read all 7, but now I'm like, I got to reread them. So I'm on the 2nd right now. Mm-hmm. I really love the first 2 movies. I really love those, but I think one of my favorites, because I'm really into dark stuff. Like, I like when Harry Potter gets really dark, because my favorite characters are, like, Voldemort and Bellatrix Lestrange. Right. Everybody's like, oh, Harry! And I'm like, no, Voldemort, you win! I want you to win! And so, probably my favorite is the 5th movie, because that one's very dark. Mm-hmm. I really like it. It's fun. And Helena Bonham Carter is, like... Yeah. The best actress in the world.
That's when they make the transition from sort of being like, kids and to start dealing with the really, really adult stuff.
When they really needed to attack Voldemort.
Now that you're reading the books again, do you find that you're seeing something different in them now that you're a little bit older and have experienced more things in your life?
Yeah, I see. It's quite funny actually. When I'm reading them now, I understand more what Harry feels, and I don't know why, because I'm not really fighting against Voldemort in this stage of my life. Maybe in the future I will be. I don't know. But it's just interesting. I feel more related to him in a way, if that makes sense, now that I'm older.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Just a few more questions, and then we'll get to the performance. I know that everyone's waiting for it.
They're waiting outside the lines. They're waiting outside the computer.
You just couldn't resist. Here is one from Lulu Loves Chance. And Lulu does love Chance because she asked like 50 questions. But this is the one I'm going to ask you. I write songs myself and was wondering, do you have any tips for me?
Well, Lulu Chance, thank you for the question. I love answering questions about songwriting. I think it's just mainly... don't put a limit on yourself, and that's like what I said early on in the video. In the interview, what was so great about this process that I went into, there were no boundaries, and experiment with different things. You don't have to stick to a certain boundary when you're writing. Start writing some hip hop records. Start writing some electro records on the piano. Whatever you can do, start using some different sounds on your computer. Just really get into music, and then that genre will come along. But you really have to get into it before you stick to something certain. You really have to understand it all. Mm-hmm. Maybe you'll be who knows, maybe you'll start doing indie, maybe you'll start doing pop rock. I mean, boundaries are unlimited, and you have to keep it that way until you know what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. When did you write your first song, and what was it about?
Well, my first song that I ever wrote was it was when I was very young, and it was probably very bad, but nothing that you're going to see on my record now. But it was something about, I really liked this girl, and it was when I was young, and she went trick-or-treating with another guy.
Get out of here.
Jerk of a girl. Went trick-or-treating with another guy. So I wrote a song called Trick or Treat, You Aren't Getting With Me, or something like that. Something very weird, and it was like a one-note melody, but
Right.
I wish I could go back and listen
You'll have
to
to put that on a B-side or something like
It's-
that.
Hold on till the night, B-sides. Trick or Treat with me.
Here is a question from Marianne Piedad. Piedad, interesting. What keeps you motivated? Where do you get your drive from?
I would say my fans. And it just, and like I said before, it's being on stage, and because when you're in the studio, you know, you're writing a record with not really an audience, because you don't really have an audience there going, oh my God, I love that. And so it's kind of a risk. You're always taking risk in the studio. And so when you're on tour and you just see people getting into the music, that's what makes me want to go. I mean, I can't even tell you, I would start my second record right now if I could. Mm-hmm. I'd be like, let's go. And I always write, but if I could be in the studio, I would. And it's just seeing how they get into the songs, how they'll jump up in the air, they'll put their hands up, they'll wave their arms, they'll clap their hands, just to know that they like it. That's what motivates me.
Right. Grey's Love Chants. I wonder if they're related to Lulu.
I love these Twitter names.
Yeah.
Lulu, Grey, Love Chants.
Yes, you have some very, very committed fans.
They're very creative as well.
If you could go anywhere where you haven't been yet, where would you want to go and why?
Well, I love overseas, actually. I just made a trip to Paris in France about a couple months back, and it was just so amazing and I also went to London as well. And just it's just cool seeing different environments, different types of fans. What they do is just funny. The French fans go really crazy, and it's funny. They go really, really crazy, and I really love that. And it's just really cool doing that, but I really would like to visit Japan. I've just heard it's so incredible. I've heard and the environment is so different, and I'm up for that. I'm ready, and I love sushi as well.
Awesome.
So let's go. I'm ready for the food.
So perhaps when you get to the world tour, Japan will have to be the first stop.
Exactly.
Okay, and let's see. Last question. Story of Us wants to know, where do you see your career in 5 years? When you'll be at the ripe old age of 18.
18. Where do I see my career in 5 years? You know, I just hope I can continue to do this. And whether it's for 5 people or 50 people, 500 or 5,000, just if I can continue to do this and just have a platform where I can write songs and put them out, that'll be enough for me. And, you know, of course I want success. You know, any artist wants success, but I love being able to be on tour, being able to perform, and being able to write songs on this platform. This is a new song for my new record called Cheyenne. It's a little cold outside tonight, but I was too close not to say hi. You know, I talked to a friend of yours at school. She gave me the impression that you might be cool with a guy like me, with a girl like you. How could you ever see a guy like me with a girl like you? Am I a fool for falling for you, girl? Please don't break my heart, Cheyenne. Am I a fool for making you my whole world? Please don't break my heart, Cheyenne. Please don't break my heart, Cheyenne. Please don't break it, please don't break it. 'Cause all along it's been you on my mind. Something special about you's hard to find. I know every girl's searching for